In this video, I'm not only going to give you access to 80 plus editable abandoned cart flow templates, I'll also be giving you 100 plus winning SMS templates and also 50 plus winning subject lines and show you how to create a high converting abandoned cart flow. This is the only video you need to create a high converting abandoned cart flow. If you've been trying to fix your abandoned cart problem, you've probably heard this a lot. 7 out of 10 people abandon their carts, and hearing this stat again and again when you aren't doing anything to counter this might have freaked you out. But I promise you, after watching this video, you'll never have to worry about this again, because I will not only empower you with everything you need to create a high converting abandoned cart flow that will recover your lost sales. This is literally going to be the only video you will ever need to create a high converting abandoned cart flow. Now let's understand why people abandon their carts. Because if you just want to blindly copy and paste a winning strategy, you can skip to the next section. But I believe in order to solve a problem, you need to first understand the problem. So let's understand why people abandon carts in the first place before we learn how to deal with it. So number one is extra costs at checkout. People hate surprise fees. If you're displaying your shipping, tax, or any other costs late in the checkout, they're going to leave because they feel like you're cheating them. It's better to show all these costs up front and as early as possible. Number two, they're just browsing and they're not ready to buy. 43% of US online shoppers admit that they abandoned a cart simply because they were just browsing or they were not ready to buy. So half of these 7 people out of 10 that abandon your cart are most likely just looking at your products. They're just window shopping and they are not interested in making a purchase yet. So don't worry about it. One thing you can do is set up a browser abandonment flow to reduce this number slightly. Now, the next thing you're probably doing is forcing them to create an account. Nobody likes to create an account before making a purchase. You've probably experienced this once in your lifetime at least. Now, the fourth reason is you have a long and complicated checkout process. The fifth reason is your website looks sketchy. It just feels unsafe to make a purchase. Number six, you're taking way too long to ship their products. Number seven is they can't see the total price early on. Number eight is you don't have a good return policy. Number nine, your website is really slow. Number 10, you don't have enough payment options, because if they can't make their payment, they can't make a purchase. So now that we understand why people abandon their carts in the first place, let's go over how we can recover these lost sales with email flows. Now, if you have one of these going on your website, make sure to fix this first, because that may be the reason why most of your customers abandon their carts in the first place. So make sure you fix this step first and then add an email flow on top of all of this to reduce this number further. So now let's head over to Klaviyo, which is nothing but an email sending software, and learn how we can create an abandoned cart flow. So this is the Klaviyo home tab. Go ahead and click on flows and select create a flow. Now, Klaviyo has already built out a complete abandoned cart template for us, so we don't have to create anything on our own. Just search in for abandoned cart. Now, if you notice, these two emails flows here are named the same: abandoned cart reminder, abandoned cart reminder. But if you look below that, here it says standard email and SMS, and here it says abandoned added to cart trigger. Now, these two flows, even though they're named the same, have two different triggers. A trigger basically means that that is an action that your customer takes, which triggers this email. So, this email right here is the added to cart trigger. So, it triggers when your customer adds an item to their cart but hasn't gone to checkout yet. And this email triggers uh, when your customer adds an item to the cart, goes to checkout, and checkout has started. So ideally, this should be named abandoned checkout, and this the where did that go? Yeah, and this should be named abandoned cart. Now you want to have both of these emails, checkout started trigger as well as the added to cart trigger, so you're covering all your bases. Now, the strategy for both of these is the same and quite similar. So I'll go ahead and build out an abandoned cart flow, and you can go ahead and build out an abandoned checkout flow later for your brand. So let's click on this one that says added to cart trigger. You can see here the trigger is added to cart. Just click on use a template. Now, this flow, as you can see, also includes SMS. So if you have SMS added integrated with Klaviyo, you can go ahead and use the same template. Or the only thing you have to do is just select this and click on delete and click on the yes path and delete this section, and all you'll be left with is the email. Now, if you click on this template, click on edit, we can go ahead and view the template Klaviyo has for us. Now, Klaviyo has already pulled up my logo and has some copy by default. You can go ahead and edit this just by clicking on it. You can go ahead and change the color of anything that you see here. Now, this here is the most important section, which will display your products dynamically. So basically, when your customer abandons a product, the product that they abandon will be shown here along with its name and its price and other few details. You can add and remove anything you see here, but this is one of the most important blocks, and make sure you don't do anything to this. You can change the format of it, but don't make sure you don't delete anything. And here, when you click on this button, you can see under link address it says event.url. So what this placeholder does is it will fetch the link of your customer's cart. So when your customer clicks on make your purchase, they will be redirected to the cart and not the product page. So make sure you copy this and keep this somewhere. If you're making a lot of changes to the structure, you can simply change this. Instead of this, you can say did you get distracted by something shiny? We saved all the great items. We noticed you left something behind. We saved all of your great items. So you can do anything around, play around with the copy, and you can also get emails designed and or design it yourself and add it to Klaviyo. Let me quickly show you. By the way, I have for you 87 editable abandoned cart emails. All of these are editable templates. You can just go ahead and change this for your brands. For example, just take this logo, change it, add your company's logo, change the copy, change everything. You can directly import this into Klaviyo. Let me quickly show you how you can do that. So all you have to do is make slices using Klaviyo's slice tool and then export them. Export as PNG. Now let's quickly build out this email on Klaviyo and I'll show you how simple it is. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this, delete this, delete this, and go ahead and click on image, add your image here, select image, and add the first image here of the email. Choose compressed, load, duplicate, add another image, compressed, added. Now, this is already looking really similar to this template, but because these products here are dynamic products, and once your customer abandons their cart, let me quickly change the color of this to match the email. Let me change it to black. You can edit the roundness of the edges if you like. As you can see, it's really that simple. All you have to do is just add your images and the email will be created. You can go ahead and add the footer too. I have a footer created already, so I'm just going to add that. It's really simple. You just have to copy your text, and let me change the color to black. And you can see this email template already looks amazing, and a lot better than what it was before. So it's really that simple. Go ahead and build out an email for your brand. You can use one of these 87 editable templates that I've given you. They're really crazy templates and really good designed, and they're all high converting templates, by the way. So you can go ahead and use use any one of these, mix and match, go crazy with it, and make an amazing template for your brand, and add it to the import that into emails. And once you're done that, you have your abandoned cart flow in Klaviyo. Now let's go over strategy. What strategy should you follow when you have an abandoned cart flow? So the strategy we follow, and that's worked really well for us, is this one. So the first email is a quick reminder. Just scroll down. Yeah. The first email, which is sent 30 minutes or 1 hour after a customer abandons their cart, is a quick reminder, because people just forget sometimes or get distracted by things going on in their life. So it's most likely they just forgot. So email 1, a quick reminder, nothing else. Email 2 is sent 20 hours after email 1. This is also a quick reminder. Plus, we're adding some testimonials or a few FAQs in the email. Now, if you look at this template that I've shared, these editable templates, you can see in email 2, we have a quick reminder, distracted by something shiny, copy, continue to check out their products, and we have testimonials here. You're still having doubts, see what our 10,000 plus customers are saying, and we've added a few testimonials to provide more social proof to your customers. And then in email 3, which is sent 24 hours after email 2, is a discount, because if they've still not bought in, people sometimes need a little incentive to make a decision. So we're going to give them a certain percent off, or any kind of discount, free shipping, whatever you can do based on your margins, do that. And make sure this discount, you tell them that this discount ends in X number of days. Here I've just added 2 days because that's just what we follow. And in email 4, this is your last chance for discount. If the customer does not buy within 24 hours or 12 hours or whatever time they have left, this discount code will expire. Make sure to actually convey that to your customer, like we do here. TikTok X% off expires today. It's clearly known that this discount you're getting is going to end, so you better buy right now or you'll never get access to it ever again. Now, this tactic works again because FOMO and urgency. And the final email that we send is a plain text email from the founder asking them why they didn't buy. Here's a quick template you can use. Hey, name, I'm name founder of brand name. I noticed you added your products in our cart but did not complete the purchase. Any questions or concerns, reply to this email and work through it together. It will be my absolute pleasure to help you out. If you're ready, you can complete your purchase here. This is really personal and feels, like an email from an actual person and not from a robot. So this is a nice touch to your abandoned cart email strategy. Now, this is a really good strategy that you can follow and which has worked really good for the brands that we work with. Here are the benchmarks of abandoned cart flows that you should follow or aim towards. These are really good benchmarks to set the bar high. And next, if you have SMS enabled on your abandoned cart on Klaviyo, I highly recommend combining it with your abandoned cart email strategy to make it more powerful. Here's how you can quickly add SMS to this flow. Now, as you saw before, we already had a template made by Klaviyo, but if you don't know how to add, all you have to do is just select SMS from actions and add it here. Set up SMS. Now, we haven't set up SMS here, so it doesn't allow us to add an SMS code. But if you've already integrated SMS with Klaviyo, go ahead and add SMS to your abandoned cart flow as well. I've included 100 abandoned cart SMS templates in this link, so you can go ahead and look for something that you like, and you can customize it and use it for your brand. Adding SMS to your strategy will make it more powerful, because SMS have, I think, 99% open rate, because everyone opens their SMS, not everyone opens their email. So SMS is really powerful, and I highly recommend using it, combining it with your abandoned cart flow strategy for more powerful approach. Now, here are a few advanced strategies that you can use. You can split the flow based on high cart value and low cart value. So basically, what you can do is if your customer's cart value is, let's say, $100, you can give them a bigger incentive. So if their cart value is $100 and they've abandoned it, you can give them a higher discount, or and compared to lower cart values. For example, if your customer's cart value is just $10, it might not make sense to give them additional discount because the cart value is already really low. So you can split uh, the emails based on high cart value and low cart value. You can split the emails based on if your customer is a repeat customer or a new customer or a VIP customer. And you can also differentiate with type of product. So for example, if it's your hero product, you can tell if you have a hero product, and most of your customers usually purchase one kind of product, you can tailor the emails and make it more suitable for that particular product. Instead of having general testimonials, you can have more specific product focused testimonials. You can also have product focused FAQs in each email. So the possibilities are endless. You can make a flow as complicated as you'd like, or keep it as simple as you like. It really just depends on what you're trying to achieve with that flow. Now, here are a few things that I recommend testing, because key for success with email marketing is A B testing and optimization. Now, I would recommend you test the delay between each email. So, like I said, email one, 30 minutes to 1 hour, and email two, send 20 hours after email one. Now, that's just something that has worked for us. It might not work for you, or it might be different for your brand. So, you can test the time difference based on a few tests, other tests you've done, or based on feedback from your customers. You can delay the timing between each email. Now, number of emails in the flow is also something you can test. Like I said, this strategy has 5 emails. You can probably add more emails or remove emails based on the performance of emails in this flow. You can also mess around with the order of these emails. So instead of having the discount in your third email, you can probably give it right away in the second email and see if your overall recovery of your sales is better that way. You can also have text versus image based emails. You can test your copy. You can test the tone. You can test the length of your emails, the length of the copy. You can also test the actual content. So, like I said, in the second email, if you have FAQs and that's not working, you can add testimonials instead of FAQs. Or if testimonials are not working, you can try out adding showing similar products to the product that the customer has abandoned. So maybe they might purchase that product instead of the product they abandoned because they didn't want it. The next thing you can test is the discount type. You don't have to give a direct 20% off or a 10% off every time. You can mix it up with free shipping. You can mix it up with pre gift. Test what works best for you. Now, you might be wondering, what subject line do I use? Here are winning abandoned cart subject lines. I think there are around 50 subject lines in this doc. Every one of them work really good. Try them out, test them out, see what works best for your brand. And now, with all of this knowledge, you can now go ahead and create a high converting abandoned cart flow for your brand. You have the templates, you have the copy, you have the strategy, you have the tutorial. I literally showed you how you can do it. Now, all you have to do is use it. But if you are someone who is too busy and don't want any of the hassle and want someone who has a proven track record to create this abandoned cart flow and 10 other high converting flows for your brand, go ahead and book a free discovery call with me right here. I'll add the link here, and we can talk and we can see how I can help you. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you found it valuable. If you like the video, drop a like, and you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll see you in the next one.